Hi Virgo, welcome to your November reading. Thanks so much for being here. I was shuffling and had the King of Pentacles pop out. So what better way to start the reading than with the King of your suit, Pentacles, right? King of Pentacles. Very sturdy. Excuse me. Very slow moving as well. When we actually are talking about the King of Pentacles, there is stubbornness there, but it's not stubbornness just for the sake of making everybody angry, but rather stubbornness for really standing up for what you feel is best for you. And doesn't matter if it inconveniences other people, right? This is, I think, a good time for you to be a little bit selfish and say, I need what I need, and I'm not afraid of needing that. King of Pentacles can be very indulgent as well. And I'm wondering if some of you aren't just kind of like going through a little bit of a phase, just a blip on the radar of just allowing yourself to enjoy life a little bit. Enjoy the small things and enjoy the pleasure. You know, Virgo is about the small, little, detailed things. And it's about cutting yourself some slack as well. You know, and to look around and look at the success that you do have in your life. Not necessarily financial success, but success in your friends and your home life. For some of you, yes, it will be your career. And others of you, it will be in your relationships, or it will be in just your sense of self. But I feel that you will feel a sense of accomplishment in what you've done. Because I do believe that you have actually done a lot. And you'll start to give yourself credit for that. Strength. Why am I not surprised? This card has come out in almost every reading. It's like Strength, the Moon, the Hanged Man, Two of Swords, Ace of Wands. Like, these are cards this month that just keep falling out. Literally falling out of the deck. Fortitude, Strength. Excuse me, guys. I'm just not feeling very well, which is kind of why my readings were late. Look, Virgo, what are you? I say it all the time. You're like the Energizer bunny in the Zodiac. It's about always moving forward, always getting work done, always giving, you know, and persevering toward those goals. Now, the thing with Strength, when it comes out, it tells me that you have needed to extract this resource. You've needed to tap in to your soul and into your drive and your motivation and say, okay, I need to step it up. I need to amp it up. I need to keep going. I need to push, 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 push. You know, and I don't know what it is exactly that you're pushing for, or what it is exactly that you're wanting or demanding of yourself. But these are kind of in clash, I would say, at this particular time. There's this, and then there's the relax and enjoy and celebrate the good things that you have in your life and the things in which you have been successful. We all know that Virgo is the one that is so incredibly hard on themselves, and it's just never good enough for a Virgo. And for once, I hope that you can just say, it's good enough. You know, it is good enough. And Five of Wands. So Five of Wands is the representative of competition, Lord of Strife. It can sort of be a lot of push-pull energy, right? We have the sane lion and we have the insane lion. And excuse me. Sometimes we do have things in our life that drive us crazy. We have people in our life that totally drive us crazy. You know, relationships can cause this. Dating can cause this. You know, dating the same person over and over and over, or dealing with coworkers or friends or whatever. And it rubs off in all areas of our life. And it seems to me like you've had a lot of persevering energy, but now like you're like, okay, enough. Enough is enough. For those of you who are dating, this is the typical dating scene, right? 5 of Wands, going out there, whether you're on a dating app, Bumble, Tinder, whatever, or if you're just generically doing it, you know, from the supermarket or whatever, it often lends itself to kind of being the same type of person. And I think on some level you're quite tired of that. Tired of the lessons that you have to, you feel like you're continually having to learn these lessons again. Okay. The universe, the world. This is an earned place. You don't get the universe card unless you've earned it. And I'm not sure where this reading is really going. I'm a Virgo. I don't know. I don't know what this is really meant to say. But, you know, this is about a feeling and a sense of accomplishment. But it's not always a sense of relief when you get here. Sometimes this can bring about some emotional breakdowns. And I'm not saying all of you are going to like have this terrible day where everything goes wrong or anything like that, but it's kind of like, I always use this example. Say you win an Academy Award and you're standing up there and you're overwhelmed with emotions of happiness and gratitude, but also a feeling of exhaustion because you know what it took to get there. And the 5 of Wands is not easy. And you have had to exert a great deal of strength. And you have done everything that you were supposed to do to get here. And this month may be about allowing this to just wash over you. And maybe it's just this year, right, with all the Saturn energy and all of the other crazy things, the eclipse seasons and all of that, all the crazy things, all the retrogrades that we've had. Oh my gosh, it's been like sometimes 4 and 5 at a time, you know. It's been a karmic year. A lot has come out. A lot of us have cut a lot of people out of our lives. A lot of us have made major shifts and major strides in terms of personal progress, okay? And this is about letting it wash over you, all right? And 4 of Wands, a card of stability, a card of finding your grounding and finding your footing, okay? I often see the 4 of Wands being connected with, because it's the number 4, excuse me, and it does have to do with like even home and real estate, all right? I often see it being connected with the 4th house. And the 4th house is important because it brings us back to our roots. It brings us back to where we came from. And I'm wondering if there's not or has not been some reflection on where you came from and really reestablishing your values, really reestablishing who you are and why you are that way. See, the King of Pentacles is not about apologies. It's about, this is what I am, and I'm going to have people in my life that accept that. And it's not like in an arrogant, I'm kind of being a brat kind of way. It's not like that. But I think we all get to a certain point in our life where it's too exhausting to pretend that we are something different. And this is a place of authenticity. I sense a lot of depth here. Whatever has happened to you or whatever will be happening over the course of the next month or so, it's just like, here it is. And there's blatant honesty, saying it like it is, not hiding your craziness, because we all have a level of craziness, right? We all have, some people call it baggage, okay? We all have that. And it's a part of who you are, and it's a reason why you are this way. So no more hiding it, you know, and you're only going to really have people in your life that allow you to talk about it in an open fashion, not necessarily emotional, right? It's very matter of fact. Like, yes, I went through a divorce this year, and yes, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, period, plain and simple, right? Rather than saying, oh yeah, you know, it just didn't work out. We were on different life paths. You know, it's like, no, this guy cheated on me. He was a jerk, so I divorced him. Or whatever the situation was. It's just like honesty, just bleh. This is what it is, you know? And the Six of Pentacles, beautiful. I love the Six of Pentacles in the sense that whatever we give, we also will receive. And some of you may be going through a phase of receiving, right? Because this requires exerted effort. It's outward. It can be inward in terms of our, you know, our soul and like getting ourselves pumped up and all of that. But ultimately, strength and perseverance in a situation, you know. And the Six of Pentacles is here to say, Virgo, you deserve some slack. You deserve some rest. You deserve some peace. And this is Saturnian, right? We have got Saturn and Saturn here. And when we say Saturn, we say hardship, and we say took a lot of time, and we say it was difficult. And here, beautiful Six of Pentacles, another Taurian energy. This is the card of Taurus, by the way, guys. So Taurus is like very stable, very secure, very cozy, very comfortable. Some of you may even be a little bit of homebodies this month, just not really wanting to exert any extra effort. It's kind of a little bit about a bare minimum, because I think you've exhausted that resource here, and you just kind of need to recharge yourself a little bit. You need to recharge those batteries. Another Four of Swords. It's about minds being at peace. There's so many messages about peace that I hope you indulge. If you find yourself in situations that are just like everything just kind of might seem a little bit quiet, enjoy that, okay? Four of Swords is about meditation on the past. Looking back at this crazy stuff here and saying, wow, that became a part of my life. It's officially a part of my life now, you know? And it is. It's officially a part of who you are. And how do you make the best of it? How do you become the best version of yourself because of that? You know, in terms of being more in tune with your intuition when dating, and really recognizing and acknowledging red flags when you see them, and having the strength to walk away, having the strength to be selfish and say, I don't want that. I can't be someone's mom, or, you know what I mean, like a babysitter. I want a person that's my equal, and being courageous enough to really walk away from that. And Four of Swords is the kind of mechanism or the vehicle through which you get to that place. Meditation, contemplation, introspection. Look, Lord of Rest from Strife versus the Lord of Strife. So this is where you're headed. You are leaving strife behind and moving into rest, a resting period. And believe me, it is well deserved. Just do your thing, get in your zone, be creative, be imaginative, whatever you gotta do, typical Virgo thing, clean your house, you know, get things in order, get your finances in order, whatever. Like, you know, every Virgo is different. So whatever you gotta do, just do that, and do it for yourself. And it will help you to get in tune with your future path. And the Eight of Pentacles of Virgo energy. Look, just wrapping things up, you know, just putting your head down and not overexerting yourself. This is not a romantic reading, guys, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm not really seeing a lot of romantic elements for you. This probably was a romance. This probably was something that you poured your heart and soul into. And you walked through this gate, you walked through this door, and you fell on a big, cushy, fluffy pillow, and now you are here to rest your eyes, okay? So it seems to me that romance doesn't really have a place right now for you. It's short-lived, so don't freak out. It's not about another person. This was about another person, wasn't it? Someone that you loved so hard, someone that you cared about so much, and someone that just made you bang your head against the wall. Is that not what it was? The caring so much. And this can often be internal. It doesn't always have to be like actual external you versus someone else. The internal competition, the internal back and forth, the days where you feel great versus the days where you feel terrible in a highly dramatic fashion. The ups and downs, you know. This is about day by day, one thing at a time, doing the things that make you happy and not pressuring yourself to do too much. Okay. And Seven of Wands. I think a lot of people around you have opinions. And you may feel like your circumstances may be working against you in terms of this peaceful place that you have had. Almost as though maybe like the universe is kind of working against you. It's like, hey, you just put me through all this and then you let me land on this nice cushy pillow and then all of a sudden there's like more stuff. Like, just give me a break. You might feel that way. But that's could really be something in your control. You know, and Seven of Wands can be about courage as well. Lord of Valor. It can be about becoming a warrior. And like I said, being very upfront and very honest about your beliefs and your values and what you will and will not accept in your life. And not being afraid of that. The Hierophant. Okay. I often see this as being your morals and your standards, your commitment or the covenant that you made with your soul before your soul became a human being. And you had this covenant that said, I will come into this earth, I will learn certain things, I will be a good person, whatever it was, okay? And you had a promise with yourself. This is about keeping the promise to yourself. What promises did you make? And what promises are you making? And that can all be discovered in this Four of Swords and Four of Wands. Going back to those roots, reestablishing a connection with the past self, okay? And becoming more whole. Whoa, my hands are so cold right now. It's so cold here in Idaho. I'm such a baby now. I can't handle winter. Three of Cups, Lord of Abundance. It's not being lost on the universe, right? It's not skirting by unnoticed. Your efforts have, believe me, they've definitely been noticed. And I think you're about to walk into flourishment. Is that a word? Something that's flourishing. Emotionally. Something that really does make you feel very, very happy. Something that makes you feel fulfilled. fulfilled is such like kind of like a ugh kind of word. I use it all the time, but I also kind of hate it at the same time. Fulfilled, but satisfied, I guess. This feels satisfied. Reason for celebration, reason for enjoyment. Some of you may be deciding to be like, forget love. I just want to go have fun. I want to get together with my friends. I want to do cool stuff. And just like I said from the beginning, like really just cutting yourself some slack. And the Ace of Cups. So there's the new love connection. I do feel that new love is very much in the air this month, and that there are a lot of new things brewing, but it's parallel to this sense of self. And I think that this year put us all through such a traumatic circumstances that this new love that's entering, or that, you know, whether this month or in the months to come, is one that's more likely to take hold and last, because you are more sure of who you are. And that's across the board. So if you are interested in like a Pisces or a Sagittarius or whatever, they've gone through the same thing. So as much as you have grown, these other people have also grown as much. So as a world, as a collective, we are in a way, if we're mature and if we're paying attention, we are becoming more mature. We are becoming more grown up, regardless of our age. And it makes for a better recipe for a better relationship and a stronger, long-lasting love. Okay? So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Virgo, interesting reading, but hopefully it provided some insights for you. I do wish you guys nothing but the best. All right? Thank you so much. Bye.